Oh, I don't bring another one. I can't give you now. This man, when you dey see so, now be the world most married man. This man married 12 wives. He can't give birth to 102 children. Out of the 102 children, he can't say four buy for inside. Say, Baba God, take four back. Now, 98 children he get. And those 98 children, they don't reproduce 820 grandchildren and great grandchildren. This man, when you dey see so, they born am for 1954 for Uganda. That time when they say born am, him mama born only two of them. He can't say the reason why he marry plenty wife, up to 12 wife, be say when him mama born them only two, those when they get plenty children, they call they intimidate them. Even him and his brother, they say they not get sister, now only two brothers, then they be. So because of that reason, now the man say he must marry plenty wife, make he get plenty children when him mama not fit get. He must marry plenty wife when he go give am community. This man for Uganda, na only him get the community when he dey stay. If you see this man, they say the man rich, and their riches na cow, na dem dey take dey marry. So if you get plenty cow, you fit marry as many wife as you can. And if you marry them, they know say you go fit take care of them. Na im make this man marry that 1974, na im marry. This man wey dey the up so, na im be first pikin. This one wey dey down so, na im be the last wife. Even when dem dey interview the last wife say he love the man so much. The man is caring. The man is meeting all his needs. I dey bring this video come show now. Make Oyibo people, make dem know say if dem wan adopt children, make dem no dey take people children wey dey for Europe here. Make dem go to Africa country, make dem go to Uganda, like this man now, make dem go meet am, make dem adopt some of these 800 grandchildren when he get so. Because even if you even look the children, they not see they not see they not dey okay, they not look like people when be say they really they take care of well. So now this kind of people now they're supposed to they go meet, make they go adopt children from, not be people when be say that they Europe here. Parents when they European when they take care of their children well, at the end of the day they'll come collect their pikin from them, say they not fit take care of them. So make una watch the video as I want attach and join. Una hear what this man talk for una sef. Thank you and God bless.
This man have 98 children and none of them is adopted.
My name is Musa Hasahia Kasera.
How many children do you have?
It was 102, but God take 4 children remain, 98 now.
Mr. Hassania is only 68 years old. He married 12 wives and gave birth to 102 children. And as of November 2023, his grandchildren are 705. Do you know how many grandchildren you have?
There are 705 children.
These numbers makes his family the biggest in the whole of Uganda. But what does it feel like living with so many people in the same compound? This is why I traveled to his hometown in Butaleja district, Uganda, and my main goal is to meet the Hassania's family and find out how they live with over 800 people in the same compound. What you're seeing right now behind me is the houses of Mr. Musa. This is the biggest family in the whole of Uganda. So let us go and explore more about this family. The moment I stepped foot into this compound, I saw a crowd. You could think it's a whole village, but no. These are all members of the Hassania's family. At this point, a lot of things is going through my head. How old was he when he had his first child? Who is his first child and who is his first wife? Who is the last born and who is the last wife? Most importantly, how do they take care and house so many people in this little space? I just started asking questions. In total now, you have 98 children living with you. Do you recognize all of them by their faces?
Ask me the name. I never give you answer quickly. When I don't have the register where I have registered those names, name sipinza kulomera.
But if you see their faces,
The first pinzo kumanya.
So manyana
Uli mwana mukeja konama yatu y'omwana wange. Nengaha ni mumasina. Already ngaha ni shetagisa kubandi register. Kuna hejanga mu register. Koni kulomera yatu yonje nani.
Mr. Hasaya told me he was born in the year 1954 and in the year 1972 he married and had his first child at the age of 17. By the year 1974 he started adding more wives and in total he married 12 wives and they gave birth to 102 children, although 4 died and he's left with 98 children. Listening to his story and looking at his present condition, I began to wonder what could have triggered him to have so many wives and children, and these are the things I found out. One of the first things I found out is that Mr. Hasaya was born into a region in Uganda where polygamy is widely accepted, but he himself was born into a very small family. His parents had only 2 children, Mr. Hasaya and his brother, but growing up they would see other large families with so many family members. They grew up thinking that their family is lagging behind. They grew up having a mindset that they are going to accomplish that which their parents couldn't, and that is having a very large family.
N'obuzibu bwona lobokiseti kudifuna bahasyabo mubungi konze ngeri ife basaliwa babiri kweka ti esenendi defune abahasya bangera ese pese hwabana kabe kasingi na hamaking eshika neye na nitandika na hisubiye ti yangu ne ngiyo ohetegereza sawa ino shimbere hizibunyo era histongereye.
And to validate this opinion, I asked them how many children does the brother have. They told me that his brother have 50 children. Another factor that could have assisted his ambitions is his financial status. According to reports, Mr. Hasaya was a very successful businessman in his region. He was so successful that he can afford anything he wanted. According to him, he also had a lot of cows. In his region, you only needed cows to get a wife, and he can afford as many as possible. He also told me that a lot of people would gladly have him marry their daughter just for stability and financial security. But in the world today, everything is not the same. Sanctions and inflations have changed the economy drastically. And I want to really know, how does Mr. Hasaya take care of his family? Mr. Hasaya told me that before now, when his business was doing good, whenever he gets a new wife, he will assign her a portion of land where she will be farming with her children and she will be using it to take care of her own children. He told me that he had so much land that he even kept some for his daughters that might have problem in their marriage. But now, things have changed. He doesn't even have enough land to cater for their family's need. According to him, he only have 2 acres of land remaining and it's not enough to cater for the whole family. Majority of the children are not going to school because there is no money to pay their school fees or even get their school needs. I asked the first child what does he think about the father getting married to so many women and in return giving him so many siblings, and it seems like he's not happy with it.
Na solide yabashangeti bahali basoma kuko umuzeyi utaluka igatandika kwemere ngombe nango mwemere ngombe nawe hulira bashangeti hamunga bahalinga bose bakuna ko mu government yabahaisa kulemsala.
How many children do you have now?
6, 1 wife.
I spoke with some of his wives and they told me that Mr. Hasaya is a very good husband and a great father to their children. I also spoke with the last wife and she told me that she married Mr. Hasaya even though some of his grandchildren are older than her, but the man has been treating her just like her father ever since he came into his house. I wanted to know more on how he's able to house over 800 people in this place, so I asked them to show me their houses and tell me how many people live in each house. These are the rooms he built for his children. He separated them rooms by rooms and it is all over these places. And if you're looking at me right now, you might think I'm in a refugee camp. It is not. This is the biggest family in the whole of Uganda. How many people live in each of the house?
Only wife and the husband with their children.
So if you have 6 children, you and your 6 children and your wife will be living in one of the house.
Yeah.
I spoke with some people in the village and they told me that Mr. Hasaya is a very honorable man. Even though he had a lot of children, his children are the most well-behaved in the whole village. I spent only a few hours there, but I was surprised to see how Mr. Hasaya was able to command and control his family. It doesn't matter your age or your height, you must listen to his word. The Hasaya's family has become an attraction in their district. According to Mr. Hasaya, a lot of people come from all over the world just to visit and see his family. Before I left, I also asked Mr. Hasaya what advice would he give to his children and other young people around the world who are planning to marry numerous wives and have a lot of children, and this is what he had to say. what would you advise a young person that want to have so many wives?
Ngaha ne basani bange